If you're like me, you're scrolling through social media, you see all these wellness trends, you don't know which are really effective, which are really helpful, and that's why we're here with naturopathic doctor, Dr. Solt. She's going to talk about 3 wellness trends that she loves.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to go over these with everyone.
I'm glad you're here. All right, I've seen so much about red light therapy. I don't really think I understand what it does or what it's for or why I need it.
Yes, great questions. The best thing to think about when you think about red light is how it actually activates your mitochondria, which are the powerhouses of your cell. The cool thing about red light therapy is you can do it on almost any part of the body. We have the ability to use it for beautification, so they sell red light masks that can help with collagen production in the face. You can also use it for musculoskeletal concerns and helping with chronic pain, things like fibromyalgia, arthritis. We actually utilize it here in the clinic. And we use it for our patients that are coming in for stem cell procedures as a way to kind of prep the area prior to injection, give it a little bit of extra love.
Peptides are something I've heard a lot about. There's obviously a lot of different ways to ingest them.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
So there's a lot of different peptides out there. A lot of the ones that are getting popular attention right now are the GLP-1 peptides. People know these as Ozempic, Wegovy, and people are kind of going both sides of the coin with those. Some people love them, some people think they're a problem. But beyond that, we have a lot of really cool ones. And yes, you're right, we can deliver them many different ways. We can do them topically, we can do them as capsules, as lozenges, and even as injections. A couple that I have here today, these are ones that are really great because you can actually get these direct to consumer, so you don't have to see a doctor for them. You can just order them online. This one is a topical peptide, great for hair growth. So a lot of people will start to lose their hair if they've had a stressful experience, if something's, off with their hormones. This peptide can be super useful for that. And then we also have another one called BPC 157. In the industry, we affectionately refer to this as the Wolverine peptide because it can help with regeneration in multiple areas, namely gut health as well as joints, as well as amplifying blood flow.
The Wolverine?
The Wolverine peptide, yes.
Because I was going to say, the one that makes you grow hair is kind of a Wolverine.
We got the whole
vibes.
Wolverine stack.
All right, listen, we're moving on to protein. It's so confusing because everything was forks over knives, everything was be plant-based. Now I feel like a lot of influencers are talking about protein, protein, protein. Women need more protein. It's, it's hard to know anymore what's right, but I know you're very pro carnivore. Carnivorousness?
I would say yes, carnivorousness,
Thank you.
Yes. I am. About 3 years ago, I decided to jump down that pathway after being influenced myself, and I was dealing with some health stuff, and I figured, you know what, I had been doubling down on the plant stuff, aiming for 10 different plants every day, doing all of the things to try to heal the stuff that I was going through. And I was like, you know what? What's the worst that could happen? We'll enjoy some steak.
Right.
And I had tried carnivore, and within about 6 months, the health issues that I was dealing with, so IBS, acne, chronic pain, anxiety, gone. I've been a proponent of it ever since.
Wow, I'm processing this because plant-based eating is supposed to be so good for your gut because of all the fiber and for your skin. But for you, the meat changed everything.
Yes, taking plants out of my diet completely is what cleaned up my gut and healed my gut. It blew my mind. I had a lot of cognitive dissonance about it for a long time because as a naturopathic doctor, we're basically raised in a cabbage patch. We're taught to believe that everything about plants is really, really great. And you know what? It's not for everybody. And so while I don't think that everybody has to be 100% carnivore all the time, I do think that there is a time and place for adequate protein consumption as well as nutrient bioavailability, which we get a lot of really great bioavailable nutrients in red meat.
And your patients that you're trying to get them to eat more protein, what recommendations in terms of how much and what kind?
I usually try to get them to start with about 30 grams per meal for 3 meals a day. That 30 grams of protein is kind of a magic number because it allows us to hit something called the leucine threshold, which is one of the amino acids that we need in order to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. So it helps us put more muscle on and preserves our muscle mass as we age, right? As we start to get older, we go through premenopause, perimenopause, menopause. We start to lose muscle mass, we start to lose bone density. Keeping protein intake high is what's going to be your best insurance for that moving forward.
And before we let you go, I know that you've been working on a documentary, Shield.
Yes, Shield.
Shield, and this is all about biohacking and specifically for women.
Yes, women in the biohacking space and really how we can reach other women out there and let them know that this concept of biohacking and really kind of individualized functional medicine is the answer when you're dealing with health issues that your regular doctor hasn't been able to help you with.
And if people are local and they want to come see you, what's the best way to find you?
Find us online. Our website is www.stemcelltherapypro.com, and I'm also on Instagram at Dr. Solt.
Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, you should go and see her before and after. She definitely had a glow up.
Thank you.
Thank you to the steak.
Thanks to the steak, yes.